Turkish historian Shatter.
Subscribe. Thank you.
This is just
if you are
historians in
from
general.
China, subscribe harder.
What? I think it was a paradigm shift when the Ottomans did it. Yeah, because like they attribute that to the end of like the feudal era, because in the past under feudal lordships you had these like different bands that could get together and basically overtake kingdoms, even if they chose to do so, depending on how much support they could draw from one another. And there wasn't a lot of centralization. Part of that was because siege warfare was quite difficult, virtually impossible. And the cannons actually destroyed that notion, because now you could blow up walls. It wasn't just like, axing the wooden gates or trying to draw up ladders on the side of these fortresses, but it quite literally was being able to blow holes through these massive walls like that allowed kingdoms, like people with a lot of money, basically monarchs, people with a lot of money, to be able to dominate fortresses, leading them to basically, pay fealty and never step out of line. Hassan, no. What? Why? It's also important to note that gunpowder weapons were used in China in the 1200s. Oh yeah, of course. Obviously, gunpowder in general and explosives and gunpowder being utilized in warfare with weapons was Chinese. I'm saying that the Ottomans took that by trade from all the way from China and brought it and popularized it in Europe. Cannons specifically being utilized in war. In any case, that's neither here nor there. I've been avoiding the news for mental health, but here to say hi to my friend, as per the New Yorker article. Yeah, hell yeah. I hope you guys like that New Yorker article. So, what else was I going to say? Oh, this morning I woke up early and drove all the way down to Venice so that I could do a podcast with Alana Lansy Bear on Instagram. Alana Hadid is one of the Hadid sisters. She is one of the co-owners of Watermelon Pictures. They do a lot of pro-Palestinian movie releases, things of that nature. She's wonderful. She's brilliant. And I went on her podcast. That's going to be out soon, but that's what I was filming. So this morning I couldn't go and do my regular grass touching. I'm a little upset about that, but it is what it is. Western civilization is nothing without China printing and gunpowder. There is no segmenting of civilization. Every country and every culture has played a role in continuing the trajectory of mankind. I think it's very stupid to act like it's just the Chinese or just Western civilization or just this or that. This is how we thrive. History is built on the bricks of collective action. And yet, in our current modern capitalist framework, we assume that it's actually greed that is inherent to the nature of man. It's actually greed that has helped us advance, when it is quite literally collaboration, trade, working with one another that has allowed mankind to thrive and maybe even become this domineering parasitic force on the planet. But yeah, China on top for sure. I will agree to that. Absolutely. So, history professor answers dictator questions. Tech support wired. This is such a funny and perhaps timely video. We'll watch that. But also dictator questions. We got Mao over here. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. She's gonna be like, Lenin was a dictator, and I'm gonna lose it. Okay. Oh, here's a playlist. Themasius, thank you for the playlist. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got for personal news. Not really much else going on in my world, at least. In the world of Hasanabi Piker, let's get blasted. Let's get it twisted. Let's get it popping. Okay? Israel violates